So today I want to show you a really cool program I discovered called Gamma. A Gamma is simply a nicely designed file. This file can be a presentation, it can be an ebook, it can be a website, it can be pretty much anything you want it to be. A Gamma is just simply a nicely designed file. I'm going to show you how to make them with AI. This is my home screen. It's a very simple program and a very simple process. I'm going to make this as quick as possible to show you how to use this. Now, first of all, you can create gammas from scratch if you wanted to design them yourself. I have no idea why you would do that because the AI features are so amazing. I mean, that's the powerhouse here. That's why I'm using it and paying $30 a month to have it, is not so I can use it as a graphic design software, but so I can actually streamline my content creation. So you'll always start here with create new AI. So there are 4 ways you can create a gamma. You can generate this from a prompt, just like when you speak to an LLM, you can just give it an idea and it's going to build out a whole presentation or document or whatever it is you're wanting to turn into a file. You can paste in exact text. You can create from a template. Now, I'm not quite sure why you'd want to do this one because you get to select a template every time you generate. So I haven't quite understood why this particular button is of use. I think maybe it just helps you to skip a few clicks to just start from the template. I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing because the template will already be pre-sized and have a bunch of selections already made. Anyway, you can also import a file or a URL. This is actually the one I use the most, and this is the one I'm going to show you today. But I just want to stress that the generate option does a very good job of generating very high quality content from a single prompt. But on this one, I want to show you a file. You can upload a file, you can import from Drive, or you can import a URL. I'm going to import a URL. Now, you cannot import videos. It doesn't read videos, but any kind of article or anything like that. And I've got this article. It is what kids and families think about AI. It's a report that was just released. I'm going to go ahead and copy that link, go back over here, and I'm going to import from a URL. And it's going to read that content. And then I have to decide if I want a presentation, a web page, a document, or social media content. I would like to point out that this is not set in stone. You can change this within a gamma. Like I said, a gamma is just a nice design. This is just like a quick way. If you know you want a presentation, then go ahead and just start with that sizing and everything. But if you go with a document and later decide you want a presentation, not a problem, okay? You can change the sizing and the layouts and everything later. I'm going to go with presentation. Then the next thing is I can choose, do I want to generate content? Do I want to use that as inspiration? Or do I want to take this existing content and reduce it? Or do I want to use every last bit of content that's in that book? I want to reduce it, and I want it to be the minimal amount of information that gets the idea across. You can choose your language. Here you can choose the style that you like. So they have probably hundreds of different color templates. This is a really nice one that's very techy. I'm going to use that. You can choose where you want to pull the images from. So you could just have stock images used and it will search for and match up what's on the slide with the proper image. I just use AI images because it will be so precise for what is on the screen that I just really like that. Then you can choose what type you want. I'm going to go ahead and do actually I'm going to do line art. I don't do line art very often. And then here you can choose different formatting. So if at this point you've changed your mind and you want to go with a different thing, then you can here. And then here you choose the size. So it's set at fluid. And what that means is that it's going to resize as the content shifts. And I actually want it to be the traditional size because I'm going to maybe download it and present it. And I need it to be the same size all the time. Okay, now Again, freeform is selected. I don't want freeform. I want this to be card by card. So it's going to say, okay, do you want me to look at the content and split it into sections for you? And yes, of course I do. I want to do as little as possible here. I'm going to have it split, and it's going to tell me how many cards will be generated. On my plan, which is, it's actually $29 a month, you can only generate up to 60 cards, but then you can add additional cards into the file. So you can create gammas with like hundreds of cards, but to generate them from a starting point, you can only go up to 60. And then I'll go ahead and generate. Now, it's just going to blow your mind here in a minute. It's just going to start creating content. You're going to see it start populating like this. Now, one thing I've noticed, you cannot leave this screen. If you leave the screen, it stops working. So for example, if I hop over here to Claude and I think I'm going to actually do some work, well, guess what? That stopped. And so you need the tab open for it to generate the content. And you will see it is generating that fast. All of the blank spots that show images, the images will be populated. You can see they're already being populated here and being built. All of these will have a title. They'll start out as untitled, but then as it's built, it will get titles. And you see right here, it also reminds you don't close the tab. Now, once this is built, the layouts are not set in stone. The theme is not set in stone. The sizing is not set in stone. All of that is very flexible. It can all be changed, and I'm going to show you how to do all that. Let's get this generated, and then I will show you. Okay, the gamma is done. So you can see it generated the images. It looks very, very nice. I absolutely love it. Now, before we go too far, let me show you how you can change your theme. You can go here and change to say you want this theme. The only problem with changing a theme is you can see all of the images match the original theme. So that would be a problem. You can go through and change these images. That's not a problem. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with this very nice, cool theme. I just wanted to show you that. Now, you can also, up here on the 3-dot menu, go to Page Setup, and this is where you can change to different sizes and different things. So let's say we change to a document. Now, the problem with changing to a document, let's say we're going to change to an A4, is you can see the content I generated was actually for a presentation. So it didn't generate as much to fill up the space. So that's going to be a problem. I'm going to go ahead and go back to presentation because I like this and I like how it's all filled out, but I just wanted to show you that you can do that. You can also change the colors and the fonts and stuff from right here. We're not going to spend much time on that. I'm going to show you here how you can share it. This is a pretty easy thing to do. You can share it just with a document link. You can open it up for being on the web just to make the gamma itself discoverable. You can also publish it as a website, so it can be actually a page of a website. You can also export it as a PDF, PowerPoint, slides, PNGs, and you can also embed it in an iframe. So lots of ways to get it out there. That's the easy stuff. Now, let me show you how you add a new page. So you go down here, let's say you want to add a new page. You could actually build a page from scratch, or you can do a template page like I do. I have a template page with my contact information because I always want to include that at the end of every gamma. And so I just have one pre-built. It just goes on there, but you can see this is the wrong size. So let's see if we can fix this up. I could change that. But looks like I'm just going to have to make this text smaller. I will choose it and choose small text. And I'll change the layout to no header. It's still too big. I would need to work on that a little bit to get that on the presentation side, but that's okay. We're not going to spend a lot of time with that. Let me show you how you can change the layout. So you have one quick fix is to do this right here. You just click one of these. But another option is to use the agent, the AI agent, and just choose try a new layout. And then this whole panel of layouts shows up. All these different options, and you can pick something else that you like better. And then you just select it, and then now you have this new layout. Actually, we'll keep that one. Now, let's say you don't like this image and you want a new one. You're going to choose Edit Image. And then here you can go ahead and generate a new image. And that is going to cost you, and I usually just leave the image on auto select, but that does cost you credits to generate more images. Let's see, what else might you want to know? You can change your card color background. You can add a header and a footer. So let's say you want your website address at the bottom of every slide. Okay, that's pretty nice. But let's say I want it on every slide except for my title slide. Well, then you just go and shut it off on that particular slide. So with Edit with the Agent, you have these quick buttons here that you can just choose, you know, if you want to change what's on the screen or add something more or whatever. Now, you can also build. So over here is your building option. So let's say you want to add a quote. You can just drag it over and then add more content. It's pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I don't want that there. Okay. You can add additional images. You can add icons. They have these really cool things called, the pictographics. I think they're really cool. You'll have to check that out. I'm not going to show you. They're just like little drawings. They're very cute. Just different layouts that you can use. Here you've got smart diagrams you can create. You can create charts. You can add videos. You can add all kinds of, links to stuff outside of Gamma and different forms and buttons. Also, when you're typing, let's say you don't want to drag and drop, you can do slash and then whatever it is that you're wanting. So if you're wanting a block quote, you can do that and then just select it and there it is. So that's really nice that they have those shortcuts. And down here, let me show you something else. Let's say you wanted to add another slide, but you don't want to have to fill in the information. You can do generate a card, put in your content, and have it created. It's pretty nice to generate more cards like that. Let's see, what else might you want to know? I think that's it. You can change the titles. You can drag and drop, change the order of them. I think I've covered everything. It's really that simple. And it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, these look really, really nice. So this pulled all of that content from that report. So this is something that I can now go through, understand it better because it's been reduced in content and it looks so much better. And I can push this out as a LinkedIn post. Yeah, pretty nice. Oh, no, I know something really important. The most awesome thing I discovered was that Gamma is a connector for Claude. So I can actually create stuff in Claude and have it pushed directly and created in Gamma. I was pretty impressed with that. I actually created several presentations that way of content, and they were just created for me in Gamma. And I went there and there was all these presentations for me. It's pretty nice. Check it out. Have a great day.